was a delicious snack. Alright, let me crack my my knuckles. Alright. Cool. Let me take a nice swig of my beverage. Alright, greetings and salutations. My name is Comic Fire, and welcome to the Hefty. And in this episode, we are going to become screen terror. Yeah, I know, that didn't make any sense. Cool, so, alright, greetings and salutations. As you all know, my name is Comic Fire. I'm like a SoundCloud rapper. You already know who it is. We're just going to continue on with Pokemon Yellow. We're going to continue on with our merry quest through this hellscape with our good pal, Monsieur Chu. So right before I ate, I was eating rice cakes. Cheddar rice crisps, I believe they were calling them. And, yeah, Paul Comic Fire Manafort, that's what they call me. No, they don't. Yeah, I was eating, oh my god. I was eating some cheddar crispos, and they're very good. They are very cheesy, and also very low on calories for what you get, so I was happy to consume them. Oh no, arena trap. I'm gonna drink you. I am very much considering jumping on the Mega Man X Legacy Collection, but the only issue with that is I only really like X1 and X4. We're in Diglett's Cave because the way I want to handle this stream is I think we need to beat Lieutenant Surge to be able to fly. And I want to save him for just about last. I want to handle this in a really weird way. I'm going to go completely out of my way to make this as, not sequence breaky, but like out of the intended order as possible. Gonna burp. Yeah, it's just, how much are the X collections? Are they like $40? I had the X collection, or I still do, on PS2. My only issue is... Oh, they're only $20. Oh, shit, I guess I might hop on that then. That's not too bad. Yes, I am just being difficult. That's me. I'm difficult. I've played X2. Or no, I love X1, and I love X4. X4 was actually my first Mega Man game. Because my friend that I talk about a lot back in elementary school is the one that got me, who told me that Fire Emblem existed and that I used to play Pokemon with. I said, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he was playing X4, and he's like, it's fun. I'm like, okay. So I went to EB Games, and I bought it, and I'm really bad. I was really bad at it, and I couldn't beat a single boss. I would make it to Web Spider, or whatever they called him, and I would lose a bunch, and then I would stop playing. And I never beat a single one until I had the X collection on the PS2. And I got about halfway through it, put it down, and never picked it back up for some reason. So I've never beaten X4. I say I like it, but I've never beaten it. Though X1 is really good. But I also played X2, and I really didn't like it. From everything I've heard about X3, it doesn't sound like my cup of tea. And, I've watched full LPs of X5 and X6, and I do not like them. They do not look fun at all to me. I've played through X7 and almost beat it, and I broke a PS2 controller playing that. And I used to own X8, and I really don't like X8, so... Mega Man X series is a little weird for me. I like 2 of the games. I was gonna say I should start packing repels for that place, but I don't really need to, do I? Yeah, Command Mission was in a weird spot, like... Pretty much, like, the PS2 is like a second golden age for JRPGs. Yeah, the issue was a lot of them were really slow and I didn't like them. Yeah, I heard Magma Dragoon was a good one to start with, and honestly, it's probably what I should have started with, but... Come, Rebecca, let me on your back. If I'm not mistaken, this is the only place where you can get Tangelas. If I run around, because I don't know if the Tangelas are going to be in yellow. I'm positive they've moved. Though I know they are rare to begin with, so who even knows? I'm going to give it 5 more encounters. Okay. If they're still here, I'm not going to find one. Just wanted to see if I could. Yeah, I really like classic Mega Man. The only ones I... shit. I don't like 7 and 8, but I love the rest. And it's entirely because they're graphical. Well, no, 7 feels weird to play, and for some reason 8's graphics make me, like, actually nauseous. Like, I acknowledge they're good. The PS1 did really good sprite-based stuff, but for some reason playing Mega Man 8 makes me actually sick to my stomach. Suck on that, Cedra, whilst I suck out your spinal fluids and get poisoned. Tangelas are Safari Zone only. What a weird choice. Who really needs it? Mr. Chu, get strong. That's such a silly sprite! Ah, I hit that 1 in 256 chance. To think I could have gotten the Sword of Kings in Earthbound with that. Twice. I'm not gonna speed up all the time, I just didn't want to deal with that. Cool. The Mega Man Zero series is my favorite Mega Man series. I loved that one. I solemnly swear I love Mega Man Zero. As evidenced of it, me having an entire LP series of Mega Man Zero 1 through 4, which I need to delete and redo because they are so bad. That LP could have benefited so much from some editing. What do I think of DX2? I mean, it looks cool, but I don't know. I don't know, like, I feel like I should just download it, but I also don't want to. It's a really strong tentacle. I just spilled soda all over my fucking lap. Thank you, me. Yeah, I know we were talking about it last time, but my god, that being, like, way out in the ocean here just really makes me uncomfortable. Well, I know, like, I wouldn't have brought it up if I didn't think some people were going to look at it. It's not that it's, like, necessarily an all... No, it's a pretty bad LP. It just really... That was before I edited a bunch. So it's just a really unprofessional, unfinished slog. And I should really redo those. Though I'd have to play through the series again, because I'm so out of practice with Mega Man Zero. What do you got, Couch Man? Cool. Yeah, watch my Mega Man Zero LPs for a miserable time that I suck at. So this is actually one of my, I always have to look at a guide here, so this is the first time I'm going to try it without it. Which means I should really get Homeboy out of here. I should also probably level a couple people up, but, you know, fuck it. What's up, you fat fucking chubster? Yeah, I usually always whip out my guidebook around this part. This one and not Western Cavern, Cerulean Cave. do it. We're gonna kick ass. Kick ass. Swift. Awesome. Charmeleon Wartorts. That's like a really anime eye. That's like some like shoujo eye. That's some Kizuna eye. Aye. Cool. Look at that. Party Knife finally survived an actual fight for once. Yeah, I just never remember what switches activate what, so... Oh well. I am curious to see how Let's Go is going to handle this. Because I have a distinct feeling if I could see more of the area, and this palette is going to make me vomit. Oh my god. July 5th, Guyana, South America. I wonder what that could be about. In the lore of this one, this is where we figure out that, Mr. Fuji, Blaine, and, a special party, or an unknown third party, were responsible for starting the Kantonian orphan purges after the war. It's a big-ass rat-a-tat-a. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna spend money on Let's Go. I like Go enough, but I don't know, I'm not interested in going back to Konzo anymore. I'm just not. Let's Go is pretty much a Yellow remake with, Go's capturing mechanics, from what I've seen. I also stopped paying attention to it after its initial reveal. For what it is, I'm sure it's gonna be fine, it's just I don't want to go back to Kanto anymore. A big smear! Furry attack. This is a bad idea. Bye! Like, I love Pokemon Go enough, so I'm just gonna stick to that. Like, I don't need to pay money to play Pokemon Go. Yeah, maybe dosing everyone with a couple, rare candies wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, I'm gonna... Let's get everyone up to at least 40. I'm actually not going to learn Slash, because critical hits ignore Sword Stance buffs, and I don't want that. That's why I taught him Swift. It's my better option, which is silly. No, you're also in another similar situation. My Sword Dance Sweepers don't need Slash. Yeah, I want to see how low of a level I can handle Blaine at. Cool. I'm actually gonna get Mr. Chew up to 41. Why not? Give him a nuke option. Cool, so let's handle this as we do. Who wouldn't? Not mistaken, these are exits? My mentor once lived here. Yeah, Gen 1, but it's weird because you also don't need to be a very high level. Why do I still have Thundershock? Honestly, I don't know. I swear there was... Oh, I just wanted, in case there was, like, something weak I wanted to take on, or, like, I didn't want to burn too many Thunderbolt charges if, like, Thunderbolt took him to the red. I just wanted Thundershock to, weaken him a bit. One is an exit, one is the other you want to drop into. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why I was, fucking awful at this. I don't know, Magneton's sprite is weird in this one. Thank you for using Sonic Boom, because that's a lot easier to survive than a National Electric attack would have been, my god. I feel like Voltorb should be dual-typed by this point. I feel like Electric Normal actually would have been good from it from the start. Because, like, sometimes I think Electric Steel, but then it's like, no, Electric Normal would have been fine. It's supposed to be a mimic. It has to look normal. God damn. Grimer's like, hello, I'm talking to you. Grimer and Muck barely look different in this game. It's just... oh, shoot. Just one's a bigger smear. Make sure I didn't hit the... okay, cool. Big rats. Ah! Well, worst comes to worst, I always had a speed up key to get back to where I was if really need be. Oh, this is the same place from before. What the hell? Yeah, I know I can't, but these particular smears do. You see, look, it's just a Grimer that's, like, hunched over, like, Nyum! And he's a little thicker, he's a little chodier. I don't know how Yellow redistributed encounters, so it could very feasibly... Ponyta could be here, but it also might not. I don't know what other place it could pop up in. Maybe the Safari Zone? Could you fuck off? It's the same one. Ooh, excuse me. That's where I just came from. Like I said, literally no idea where I'm going. Ponyta's cycling road? Eh, maybe. Seems like it would make sense. We devoted ourselves to Christ. Our new Christ-like figure, Mew, said we should sacrifice the orphans in order to appease it. We're learning more about it. It's like the Handmaid's Tale. This is like the Kantonian orphan Purges are a religious cult. Due to a religious cult. I've used Ponyta, when I played through Red in 2015, I used Ponyta and thus Rapidash, and it was... You're gonna probably get it too late to make too much of a difference, is the issue. Which is a lot of things I think about. Like, a lot of Pokemon in Gen 1, you just seem to get them too late to... Shit, where the fuck am I going? Probably just go downstairs. You get them too late to make much of a difference. Or what if I went upstairs instead? Yeah, God, and then Black and White sort of, Mew gave birth. Oh. If Mew's so great, why isn't there a Mewtwo? Despacito Mew. Well, Mew might not be able to fit in here because he's the Christ figure. He's so far removed that there's nothing we're going to be able to do about Mew. Jesus. Damn it, I was really hoping it wouldn't go for Quick Attack again. Well, time to see how Rebecca's gonna handle the gym. Probably not too well, but we got Surf, that's something. It's gotta be good for something. We'll make it work. Nah, I'm sure we'll be fine. I wish I had Earthquake by now, though. That would be nice. But we don't get that team till later. Unfortunate. But I want this item, father. What does calcium do? Special? Drink up, kid. And iron's gotta be defense, so, drink up, kid. I know you're dead, but, you know. Yeet. Like, limited item space in general, it's like, whatever, but Gen 1 is awful about it. Mr. Chu needs strong bones. Yeah, Gen 1, like, my god, Gen 1 is so bad about some things. I still like Gen 1. I think it's a very solid middle of the way. No, we're not going to beat Yellow tonight. Very specifically going to avoid beating it tonight. We're going to... Next session will be the last one, but... This session will be getting close. Not even necessarily, well, kind of close. It's just... I don't know how long the game takes without a speed-up key anymore, so it could very feasibly be a long way away. A long way away. Hello, shiny Zoro Mew. I mean, yeah, if I had a really long-ass stream, I could beat it tonight. I just didn't want to. I usually like to limit my streams to about 2 or 3 hours, so... A puppy! Die. I don't even know what I'm doing. It's not gonna do anything. You can live for now. Well, Mew, we're gonna... Oh, shoot. God. I might speed up through here because these encounters are getting a little annoying. No, we can't! We have to enjoy our time together as slow as it might be. It's me! Like, he doesn't really have arms, his hands are just appearing there. I have a distinct feeling this just locked me in. Hey, it didn't. Cool. That would make sense, because Zoroark can look like anything. It stands to reason that Mew is a furry. Jesus, what? How am I supposed to get anywhere here? It's just Boneless Haunter. So if I went up and then hit this funny little switch... It's totally gonna be it. I got a feeling. Ooh, that feeling was incorrect, yeah. If I'd done yellow first, I would have, If I'd done yellow first, I would have, I mean, I guess I should set this one back up. I would have made, The Adventures of Kamika and Crystal a sequel to this, but I didn't, so... Yellow's, Mr. Chu's Yellow Retinue is gonna have to be its own thing. Ran. I always vastly appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Yes, but we go back to Kanto and Crystal. You can say hi without donating money, you know? But seriously, I appreciate it very much, man. Thank you. Yeah, I walked through, like, the same goddamn thing, like, twice. Yeah, maybe I really should have, Get this man a YouTube channel. Well, yeah, I would have brought it over to Crystal if I'd known, but I didn't, so I cannot. I was gonna say maybe if I cover... Never say never, kids. I just thought of something. Very soon, very soon. I'm about to just start looking up a map, because I legitimately have no idea what I'm doing here. I don't know, something about this mansion itself just ruins me, as far as thinking. I don't know, that can't be fun to watch. Plus, I just hate this tile set, it's giving me a headache. Get me out of this crazy thing. No, I'm not buying Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee, so no streams of that. Okay, we're doing it. I swear, we're doing it. Top left room is the Folly Stair. I misread that as Fally. I'm like, what does Falador have to? I'm not buying Let's Go because I'm sick of Kanto at this point. Like, even if I was at all interested, I'm just not buying them out of principle. Yeah, maybe testing out the Folly Stairs I hadn't gone down would probably be a smarter idea. Get me out of this fucking hellhole. Fight me. If he donates that much money, I'm just gonna send it back to him, because that's way, way too much. No, if I'm gonna play Let's Go, it has to be at the expense of Game Freak. I don't want them making any money at all from me having played Let's Go. But I have to find a way to, like, return donations, because that's too much, man. I appreciate it, though, seriously. And give you a big... Also, give a big old handshake to by Lath, because he's the one who's been making the thumbnails for Yellow. Or at the very least, he made 2 of them. I wouldn't mind streaming Valkyria Chronicles, honestly. I like it, it's just kind of stressful. I've never beaten it because I got too stressed out. Give me the carbohydrates. I am hungry for carbos. I should probably just run around. No, that's an exit. I should probably just run around in place until Homeboy dies. I've already got the finale's thumbnail planned, so your service has been wonderful. I actually have a Star Ocean 4 stream planned. I just need to get more liquor, because that's gonna be my Let's Drink series. And this is where the gang learns that the Kantonian orphan purges are sacrifices to Mewtwo, so it doesn't destroy the rest of humanity. It just grabs orphans, so people don't have to think like, oh no, what sacrifice are we going to have to deal with now? It's like, we'll just grab the quote-unquote dregs of society and feed them to Mewtwo so it doesn't cause an apocalypse. Now, I like Star Ocean 4, I figured it would be a funny series to start a Let's Drink with. Yeah, seriously, if I walked through that, I'd be a steamed ham. What it Ponyta's sprite looks like a 4-year-old druid. Jesus Christ. No, I acknowledge that most people don't like 4. I have a soft spot for it because it was my first. I haven't gotten there yet, Santa Firebird. Delightfully devilish, Mr. Chew. TM14, what was that one? Blizzard! The only one I could give it to is Rebecca. And I want to give it to Rebecca because Blizzard is outright better than Ice Beam in this game. Well, not outright better. Blizzard has 90 accuracy in Gen 1, but I don't know if that was fixed for... Ooh. I don't know if that was fixed for yellow, so I don't necessarily want to commit yet. Oh, you already read that. I know there's a Solar Beam TM in here as well, but Solar Beam is useless in Gen 1, so... Yum. Yeah, the Kantonian orphan purges were created by the Mew cult, so they could sacrifice to their god. Wait a minute. I know I'm missing something here. Is there a... Yeah, here it was. Yeah, in Gen 1 it has higher accuracy, but like I said, I don't know if yellow fixed that. Or if it was even necessarily a fix back then. I want to make absolutely sure before I waste my Ice Beam TM, because I don't get another one of those unless I cheat it in. Ah, Superintendent Raichu, welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon. Endeavor would absolutely ride a Rapidash. I was gonna say a Raichu. I'm like, why would he do that, comic? Why would he do that? Wow, it's almost like this was a lab or something. So everybody says 90. Cool. I guess I'll do it then. Because I'm going to need it to be able to handle Lance, because I remember his dragon types giving me a real problem when I played through Yellow. So I need something to be able to annihilate them right out of the sky. Oh no, my Pokebuffs are ruined! But what if I purchased Pokeblocks and disguised them as my own cooking? Delightfully devilish, Rebecca. What did it say, Electrode? Let's get fat fucking Shroomster in here. Jesus, that note. Dat note, am I right, kids? Up top. Haha, you are paralyzed, but you still might be faster than me. Okay. It was entirely possible Electrode was still going to outspeed Shroomster. What was that? Yeah, well, you attacked me! That's way too cute for Endeavor. He would say, I'd like to ride you, Rapidash. Also, I hate my wife and some. Yeah, maybe you should just faint, because I'm tired of listening to you. Cool. I'm a good father, kid. I'm Endeavor. I think that one's Solar Beam. I also need another space, because I know I need, I don't need this. There were no shinies in Gen 1, silly. Though I know, like, apparently, like, you can tell, like, if you catch a Pokemon here, it would have been shiny in Gen 2 if it has, like, a certain stat combination. And I have no idea the, science behind that. Well, I use X items, it's just X accuracy isn't my... I use them in solo runs, because, if you're going... Like, for example, this is where I really figured out it was good. You can't beat... Fuck it, I have an escape rope. What am I doing? You can't beat Pokemon, 2nd gen in its entirety with just Magcargo. You have to have X stat items or you can't beat Red. Because you won't have it, like, even... Maybe if you had a perfect hidden power Grass or Electric, but otherwise you can't... You're not going to be able to get through, Red's Blastoise without dying. Oh, this level's high enough, you can check the stat. Cool. I'm not gonna do that. It'd be interesting to see, though. Little too rich for my blood. Well, let's sell some shit that I don't need. TM06 is toxic. TM09, I forget what that was. TM14, I want to get rid of that. See, the issue is I don't remember what these are. So, I'll just do that before I check. Clearly, I would have checked it and I didn't need it, so whatever. Yeah, I saw the Moltres video is the one where I learned that. Someone was like, hey, are you getting a shiny Raichu in Gen 1? Or Moltres in Gen 1. I'm like, haha, no you're not. Well, I'll fight you anyway, because I'm a pugnacious brute. We have to see Blaine. He was responsible for the Mew cult. Well, he evolves into Metapod, but, you know, it works. Yeah, I caught up with My Hero Academia, but there might be people in the chat who still haven't, so, keep it to yourself. If you would be so inclined. God damn, did I hit the 1-256 again? That's nuts. I don't know if I like that. How am I burning up all this luck when I was trying to, like, use some good luck in RuneScape and couldn't get any? Yeah, lazy, catch up, it's good. It's very good. I started at chapter 70 and I read through pretty much all of it in one day. Get stronger, Rebecca. Kick Ninetales in its peeps. I do like the purple drops that come in Surf. I feel like that might be just because I'm using Nidoking. Haha, that doesn't work in battles in Gen 1 because the programming is weird. No, just Roar and Whirlwind in general are weird. I haven't read any of the extra material for My Hero Academia, I've just read the manga. I caught some of the 4 comas, but that's just because the site I was reading them was like, hey. I mean, anyone can use Google and find those out. Super Cheats might be a silly website nowadays, but yeah, I guess it would be, because all the drops are showing up on Rebecca himself, so. Makes sense. I do feel kind of bad about hurting baby foxes, but, you know, Rebecca has no moral quandary about it. I was gonna say, does this guy have the exact same setup as the last guy? But, you know, he swapped one of the Growlers out for a Vulpix. Volupixu. Cool. Rebecca drowns, baby. Boy, Rebecca's just not a cool person to hang around, huh? The Kantonian fox Purges. I'm convinced Chrom is going to be an Echo Fighter. Wait, do we have to go through all these? That's silly. I've never tried talking to them before. I'm going to get it wrong, because I just want to fight. What was I saying? Forget. Oh, I'm convinced Chrom is going to be an Echo Fighter. Ha! I'm convinced Chrom and Dark Samus are going to be Echo Fighters, and I am all for I'm all for more Metroid representation. I love Metroid so much. And I was really happy that it got 2 bosses in Subspace Emissary. I think there's evidence that Shadow's gonna be it. Like, it was taken out of, like, an assist trophy, and, like, Knuckles is now. So Shadow's probably gonna be one, too. So I don't really know what else I could want. I'd say Waluigi, but, you know, everyone thinks that's just a meme at this point. I don't think Shantae is gonna happen. I don't think Shantae is, big enough. Same for Shovel Knight. I don't think Shovel Knight is anywhere near big enough to get into Smash at this point. But then again, I legitimately think Goku is going to get announced, so... Impa would be cool. Well, Sans would be Ness's Echo Fighter. Could see Wonder Red being like a Olimar Echo Fighter. Wonderful 101 was kind of Pikmin-ish, wasn't it? I only played the demo for like 5 minutes and I didn't like it. I don't know. With Ridley getting into Smash, I'm convinced that Goku can get in. Especially with, now it makes a lot more sense than any other one with Dragon Ball Super winding down, a big movie coming out, Xenoverse and Fighter Z on the Switch. If Goku's going to get in ever, this is his biggest opportunity. Ooh, I got a dislike for that one. Funny. Haha, I got it wrong. I would laugh so hard. If Krillin was Goku's Echo Fighter. No, I mean just Krillin got it instead of Goku. I'll settle for just Goku, but if Vegeta could be an Echo Fighter, I wouldn't turn that down. I'd be very happy. Announced. Ooh, we got 2 dislikes for that one, my god. People don't like my fucking Goku. Sure are, buddy. It's raining really hard. It's been raining really hard here for like the last week. It's kicking up again. It's why oh my god. I don't know if I like that one. It's his eyes. They're like skull. Smash generates like a lot of like gamer hype, but from what I've seen and heard, it's Mario Kart that sells systems more than anything else. Oh my god, Paper Mario being in would be amazing. That'd be so cool. I'll take him as an... well, no, he's got such moveset potential. I wouldn't want him to be, I wouldn't want him necessarily restrained as an Echo Fighter. Bubsy getting into Smash as Sonic's Echo Fighter. I don't care much for Mario Kart personally, but it's there, I guess. I didn't see a reason to spend $60 on 8 Deluxe. I don't know, I feel like I got all the Mario Kart I'll ever need out of Wii. I'm not any good at fighting games outside of Smash, so anything that didn't get into any other game doesn't matter much to me. Like, Jump Force doesn't mean a lick to me. Though from what I understand, he didn't get into, like, the last J-Stars game either, so... Yeah, they're cooking the orphans into a spicy stew, because Mewtwo likes it that way. Tombstoner would be such a cool move name. Oh, Pikachu gets out of the way. That's cute. Here's my weakness. Let's fight. I don't know. That's a weird place for a tutorial. I get it's just flavor text, but if you're doing everything in order, this is the second to last gym, and then just now like, hey, fire's weak to water. Yeah, I remember them saying it was like something about like stand-based combat would be too hard for J-stars. So they just went with the Hamon guys. And it's, I don't know. I'm not any good at fighting games, so I'd stopped getting hyped about them. I'm not buying the My Hero Academia fighting game for a super pedantic reason. Outside of it being a fighting game that I just wouldn't buy anyway. What was I saying? I don't know how, I just forgot. Oh yeah, the super pedantic reason is just I don't like how it was localized in the States as My Hero One's Justice. I don't know why the West is trying so hard to cut the academia part out, and for some reason that's really pedantic and I don't want to support it with that. Because I don't know, My Hero is... I don't know, it sounds dumb. I know My Hero Academia doesn't really sound much better, but I think it sounds better. It sounds more unique than just My Hero. So, I don't know. Like I said, it's a really pedantic reason to not actually want it. But it's also a fighting game, so I have no interest in it whatsoever, so... I would much rather have, like, an RPG. Like, imagine, like, a Persona clone for My Hero Academia. You have your social links, which is, like, all the other school characters. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna bank on the AI making stupid moves here, because... Oh, no. Hey, look, a stupid move. Jesus. Hey, speed tie! That technically counts as a stupid AI move. I'll take it. Of course, now I should probably send someone out, because I don't think anyone else can really handle this. Come on, the clown! You have good special defense? My god. Here's something I don't get. For this being so tied to the anime, why doesn't Blaine have a Magmar? Like, was the anime just not at this point by, I was gonna say by this point, and that would be redundant. Was the anime just not at the point where Blaine could have had a Magmar? Well, it works. I'll take it. No experience, but whatever. Because I don't know how far along the anime was by the time Yellow came out, which is the only reason I could say. Your spine is forfeit. You think I can actually land a Thunder? I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt first, just to be totally sure. My god. For some reason, that animation feels like it fits in way more with the trading card game. Well, no, I don't necessarily mean like Persona, like the dating sim part as well, but like social links, fucking quirks could basically just be like super moves, I think it would be more fun than just another fighting game. Because we have a lot of shonen fighters, and I don't know. I feel excluded as a guy who sucks at fighters. I can't believe that worked. Jesus. I am dead! Cool, I think this one's Fire Blast, so I think I'm just gonna sell it. Those are weird choices. What you can... Okay, that's silly. Anyway, so the anime implies that Blaine is responsible for the, he was part of the Mewtwo thing, or maybe it was the manga who does that, so, yeah. What we're going to say is that Mr. Chu worked alongside Blaine, and this is the part where it's like, Mr. Chu, you're the one who helped create the orphan purges? And now there's like a big, divide between Mr. Chu and Kecleon here. It's a secret reason why he wants to help Kecleon and undo all the horrors of his past. So this is gonna be the redemption stream. Mr. Chu threw himself in front of Blaine. It's like, I'll help you win, Kecleon. But even so, this revelation is just a little too much. Their relationship is strained. Kecleon's not having it. I get rid of that secret key now. Wait, Rebecca can learn fire? I don't know why I'm surprised. Guess I don't need quick attack. Yeah, Blaine died. That was the only way he could repent for his sins. Yeah, Yellow released in '99 and Yellow was released 1 month later. Okay, I can see that. That makes sense. It seems a little silly to base the game off the anime when the anime just wasn't done. I don't know. What do I know? I don't make video games or anime for a living. They just do what their boss tells them to. Don't need the Master Ball yet. Well, we wouldn't know. Cool, so let's take a look at our gym badges now. It's fun to see that I haven't taken on Lieutenant Surge yet. You know what? I've never actually gotten to this point without taking on the other gyms. Could I fight Giovanni yet? If I could, I would love to save Lieutenant Surge for last. That'd be so fun. Yeah, I don't, like, I get it. I see what they're going for, but just because I don't personally agree with it doesn't mean I know everything about it. It's like, hey guys, anime is really popular, so let's shit out a game that mostly has all the stuff. What do I care? Palette, like, this isn't like a palette. You figure Paletown would be like gray, like not a purplish. Because like it's either every color or no color if you want a palette. And that's a little too much of a single color, isn't it? Do I still not have the, like... I swear it's, Lieutenant Surge's. That's the only downside with this, huh? Oh my god, can I actually fight him now? No. I love how it just boots you out, Jesus. If I ever built a gunplay, no. I'm always afraid that it's, I'm not too good at art or building things, so I'm always afraid I'm just gonna screw something like that up. The closest thing I guess I have done would be like a Bionicle. But, even then, those were cheap, and if I were to screw up, I wouldn't mind too much. I'm just gonna fucking yoink through this one. I'm sick of... I went the wrong way. I know I said no speed-ups, but no one wants to see this again. Wow, it's almost like the game gives us a good pattern to fight the gym leaders in, and I ignored it for the sake of being a contrarian. How were babies made? Babby appear one day. That's it, really. If you don't clean out the lint from your belly button, eventually it crawls out and lives under your couch until it's born. These aren't murder knots. This is what murder knot crash landed in Viridian Forest, or Tiny Woods, if you want to think about it. And, based its formless, writhing mass after the first thing it saw, which was a caterpie. Diglett. I can only imagine how much more annoying this place is in Fire Red and Leaf Green, where you have to deal with Arena Trap. Dugtrio is one of the Pokemon I go through Gen 1 with the most. I had to stop myself from using it in the last few playthroughs I've done. I played through Gen 1 like 10 or so times, and I think like 7 of those times I used Dugtrio. Cool, so that means we're gonna have to fight our Psychic type gym leader next. Our Enchantress. Because it's been so long since I played through Fire Red or Leaf Green. I really don't think I've gone through all the way through them since they came out. Because, lo and behold, kids, I don't fucking like Fire Red or Leaf Green. What am I doing? I'm so used to flying everywhere by this point that actually walking up here... This is probably the ground I've traversed the least in all of my time in Gen 1. So, muscle memory means I'm not too used to being able to do that. Alright, Party Knife, it's your time to shine. Like, it still does good work late game, because anything with Earthquake is just so overpowered. Not necessarily overpowered, it's just such a good general move. I don't like 3rd gen in general. I don't think it's fun to play. And then Kanto's kind of a boring region in the first place, so the only reason I like it in Gen 1 is because Gen 1 is weird. Hoo-ha! Look at my hoo-ha! Look at it, Anakin! Look at my hoo-ha, Anakin. If that man came up to you and said, look at my hoo-ha, and threw this starving child at you, how would you feel? Confusion's gonna be more than enough to handle Macho P here. Remember, kids, if your P ain't macho, then you're a nacho. I think Gen 1's easy enough to go through. Gen 1's like fine to go through because the level curve is a lot more forgiving in this one because you can beat it so under-leveled. Gen 2, I feel like you have to like trade in your team from like another game. So, because raising a full team of 6 in Gens 2 and 3 is so annoying. Because the EXP yields are so low. Oh, for sure. I vastly prefer Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to Ruby Sapphire and Emerald. Simply because of, like, being able to, like, grind faster. The 6th generation experience share is such a godsend. People are like, oh, it's easy. I'm like, no, it just takes tedium out of the game. Tedium isn't difficulty. Grinding isn't hard. No game that requires grinding is hard. Or if the only reason your game is hard is because you need to grind, it's not hard, it's just tedious. Gen 1 being broken is why I like it so much, because it's so unlike anything that came after it. It's a lot of fun to go through and break in different ways. Do you think Infusion is still going to be enough to gut Primate here? I haven't played any of the Rhythm Heaven games. Did one have a demo in the 3DS, or am I thinking of Rhythm Thief? I was gonna say, I'm surprised the clown hasn't leveled up yet, but I'm fighting little fucking babies. Buddy, take me out to dinner first. Yikes. What? Yeah, it's almost like life was a poorly designed video game. I don't know. Ghost types in Gen, in like the pre-physical special split are weird because very few ghosts could actually take advantage of their ghost type moves because they're like physical and they're like, okay. Like, I get it. Lick was the only damaging move in Gen 1 and that would clearly be physical, but like Mischievous, Gengar, neither of those were physical attackers. So it's weird. Like, nothing came along until, I guess, like, Bayonet was the first one who could really take advantage of Stab Shadow Ball. And then, you know, 4th gen fixed that, but I don't know. A lot of things in the first couple generations are weird. The pre-physical special split was a weird time for a lot of, like, gameplay mechanics here. What? Huh? I like Hitmonlee Sprite. I think it looks cool. It's very, very action-y. I'm not gonna say I prefer it, because there's nothing to prefer it to. I'm not gonna take any chances, just die. I've hit that 1 in 256 shot 3 times in this stream alone. I forgot Steamroller existed. Well, I first played the Gen 1 games, but the first one I owned was Gold. I like how Hitmonchan looks like he's wiping his tears away. He's like... I also like how fucking useless Hitmonchan is in this game because all of the really good punching moves are special. And he has a really low special type. I beseech you. A couple moves Destroy minimize, like Stomp does. I don't know if Body Slam does. I think it's... Actually, no, I think it's just Stomp. No, I want Puncho Brown. Hitmonlee is a butthole! He does! He's got a little butthole! Yeah! Pornography was sent to the box. Cool, that was fucking erotic. Did I get hit once? I did not. I like I was gonna say I like seeing buttholes, but that came out... Well, no, buttholes are nice. Anorith in Pokemon Go has a little butthole that only appears when he's attacking and it disappears when it's done. I think that's funny. What do you want, small man? I actually have a story about that, James. I wasn't a minor, but, when was this? This was early in 2015, so I was 19. And I went to McDonald's with my ex. So that must have been... That was like a week before Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate came out. I remember because I was trying to beat Persona Q really quickly so I could leave my DS open for it. So I went to that McDonald's and I was wearing a Trigun shirt, and I've never watched Trigun, so I'm a fake anime fan. But the manager there is like this, he's like gray-haired, and he's probably like in his... I think he really looks like he just grayed early. He was probably like in his late 30s. And he starts like recommending me like anime. And he's like, yeah, like this one called Ninja Scroll, like it's a hentai. And I'm like, what? And he starts like recommending me all this fucking hentai. And my ex was really fucking weird about that stuff. So like she's like furious. I'm like, oh my fucking god, I'm going to get blamed for this. And yeah, I reported him to McDonald's corporate, and I don't know what happened because I never went back there because I was scared to find out. Damn it with the critical hits. He broke my wings! My wangs. Oh, malicious moonsault affects minimize? Wow. Should have figured heavy crash. Dragon rush. Flying. Cool. And Slowbro's like, help. Yeah, so that was my experience of getting recommended porn from a McDonald's manager. Sacred Sword also does, huh? I don't know why that one's the weirdest one to me. Maybe Party Knife isn't as good as wow, weird how a Far-Fetched maybe isn't as good as I was hoping it would be. Whatever, it's not like ghost types have good defenses. I should be able to pop right through them. Were you? What is it with fucking fast food places recommending porn to people? Specifically, well, no, if you're the, I was gonna say if you're the kind of person to read hentai. Okay, I'm wrong. I don't know. Why would you recommend fucking... How secure are you? Like, how good is your job security that you think you could get away with recommending porn to strangers? Like, you don't do that. Like, you don't think that. Like, who in their fucking right mind? Well. Like, I wouldn't even recommend it to my fucking co-workers who I knew would totally be down for it. Like, you know, you don't do that at work. Wait, needle arm affected by that? Did that? No! My strategery. Now I have the sword's dance back up. This will put me at +3 unless it uses Grail again, which I'm kind of hoping it does. Oh! I'm a net positive. Monsieur Mime. His sprite still makes me silly. Yeah, I don't know. People are weird. I don't think I have any more weird stories about that. I'm very good at not talking to strangers because I don't go out enough, so I don't get recommended. Or I don't have like a lot of weird experiences like that. Wow, that was really fucking hard. Someone came to a Pokemon gym? I wonder what he could be here for. Oh, jeez. I don't think I'm going to be able to swing this one. Because if he just attacks, I'm in a bad way. I could try it again. Okay, I'm at a net positive of 1 Swords Dance. I was gonna say, when are you just gonna attack? Son of a bitch! Should have saw that one coming. I'd have back issues too if that fucking delicious ice cream cone was gnawing on me. But he's really cut up about that. Alright, well let's go back to the center and revive our good boy. I'm getting decently deep in. I got through a lot of teleporters. Because I think if you just walk completely to the side each time, you'll hit every room before getting to Sabrina, so you can fight every trainer. Did I go too far? No, I didn't. Cool. Back in the fray, baby! I already feel like I'm relying too much on the speed up key again. I probably shouldn't have re-enabled it. I did it out of muscle memory this time, but... Alright, let's fight a bee. Sabrina's younger than I, but I respect... What? This is what I like about Gen 1. A lot of the things are just fucking weird. Interesting dialogue is way more fun to me than, like, Pokemon Platinum, for example, cut out a lot of, like, the really weird shit that, Diamond and Pearl had. Because Diamond and Pearl are like, yeah, dude, you're a total noob. And it's like, wow, you're a new trainer. Would you like me to tell you how to do this? And it's like, that was way more fun in Diamond and Pearl, but, you know, go off, I guess. So, like, make the dialogue fun. I don't care if it isn't professional. I'm not here to be a... I'm not here to talk to my boss. I want to have fun with a video game. Don't be afraid to make weird dialogue, any potential developers who are watching this. Make it memorable. I'm not going to remember not good enough. I'm going to remember, she's young, but I respect her. I really thought we'd done him already, but oh well. I think X and Y actually did that really well. Like, one trainer is like, my Pokemon's nickname is Sepultura, and doesn't explain what that means, what it could be a reference to. And it's like, I dig that. More of this, please. So I talk shit about X and Y a lot, but I definitely appreciated it there. I'm gonna need more power. Damn it. Greatly rose. Wow, it's like I never even. Do you think I'm gonna be able to swing it with one more Swift? Aha! Eat shit. I guess Slash would have been good for boosting Pokemon, but... Guess what? I didn't think that hard about how I'm gonna make this far-fetched work in Gen 1. Strangely. I don't believe this! Do I have any X specials on me? Could really use the, Could really use that buff to survive against, Sabrina, because all of her Pokemon are level 50, and I forgot how I'm going to handle that. Son of a bitch. How am I going to handle this? Oh no, I got this. Send in the clown! Hey, a Surskit just spawned outside of my house. My house? Brown? circles in my house. He's still alive? Not for long. Oh, a Surskit. No! Okay, I thought it ran away. Don't run, Surskit. I want you. I want you in me, Surskit. Surskit? Jesus fucking Christ, this... Alright, it ran away. That's upsetting. Yeah, I think at this point I've been to everything. Yeah. Cool, don't want to fight you yet because, well, no, I have a full restore. No, I'm not going to use that. I'm actually going to use a full heal on this. Get everyone all psyched up and ready. Let's make it work. I'm going to catch this Hoot Hoot. I first learned to bend spoons with the... I first learned to bend them with my hands. That had nothing to do with my psychic abilities. I know I told this story in a Sage's server, but the first piece of fan art I ever drew was a Dunsparce evolution. Honestly, I can use Flash all at once. I'm gonna try to buff up twice. And with this, I'm gonna try to buff up all the way, because I need to just annihilate the Pokemon before they can annihilate me. Goodbye, Hoot Hoot. And I have Swift, so I don't have to worry about the accuracy drop. Can I get this Wurmple? I cannot get this. Can this Wurmple not run away from me? I don't want to have a Wurmple run away from me. That one hurts my feelings. Okay, I know you're going to be faster, but okay, you can make stupid moves. That's cute. Okay. Doing good. I just have to hope that Alakazam doesn't one-shot me from here. Ah, Psywave. I do believe I survived. Excellent! I love Gen 1. I'm shooketh, but a loss is a lose. I admit I didn't work hard enough. Instead of taking the badge, you want me to, you know, fucking whip you across the ass a couple times? Sorry, did I say something? Yeah, whatever. I don't need a tutorial from you, Sabrina. She seems a lot more, dare I say it, in the games. Cool. Oh, I have no idea where I am now. Just remember, kids, always head in one direction and you will escape. Or at the very least, you'll get all the way back to Sabrina, and then you can just walk in reverse and you'll find your way out. I got lost here in Gen 2 once. And I mean, I spent a long time just walking into all the different teleporters. I must have been there for like a week. I think I might have stopped playing, but I was like 6, so, you know, kids are literally stupid. I don't know how I beat Gen 2 as a 6-year-old, honestly. I don't know how I beat any games back then. Kids are dumb. Cool. I don't know, I feel like I could feasibly beat the game at this point, because this didn't take as long as I thought. But I guess having 2 shorter streams is better than having 1 ultra-long stream? So, we won't think about it too hard. Yeah, we really needed Lieutenant Surge. That dumb Dinkle is really gonna get in my way. Oh well. At least once I get that, I can fly back to Viridian City! I think once we get back to Viridian City, I might call it a stream. Because I know how to get through Gen 1's Victory Road really easily, so that will not... I don't even need to heal, honestly. Saving Lieutenant Surge for the second to last gym leader means I could one-shot him with anything, pretty much. Rebecca, surf, please. No need for that cut, TM. Alright, what do you think are the chances that I'm going to be able to get this without encountering anyone? I'm really bad at this puzzle, by the way. Or more like this puzzle just isn't very fun. What kind of puzzle is this? Like, oh hey, it's in the trash can. If I'm not mistaken, they can show up in a trash can that you had just looked in. Oh, wow. So no one wants to fight, huh? There's no point in fighting these guys. They're so weak at this point. I'm just surprised I could do it without getting into a scrap. Alright, Mr. Chu. Lieutenant Surge was your long arm of the law here. That war was just a cover-up to send a bunch of young men up to the front so they would die at the hands of the torture artist Electric Surge so we could sacrifice them to Mewtwo. Prove your worth. This is how he's gonna prove his loyalty, by taking out the mad scientist, Lieutenant Surge. It's like, Kecleon, I know I've been through... I might have harmed so many orphans, but I'll show you that I'm really willing to, work things through. Can't escape from crossing fate! And Raichu is actually Mr. Chu's, older brother, who's so entirely wrapped up in the Mew cult that he can't see straight anymore. This is it, we have to save our brother. He took that a lot better than I thought he would. Ugh! Socked in the face by your own bro. And thus the mad scientists got a taste of their own medicine. Hard to believe we were going through this so slow. Well, Chu's just his last name. His first name is, Raichu's full name is Raimundo Chu, but he just goes by Rai. He's Dr. Chu. Ooh, Thunderbolt. Can I use, T-Bolt on anything? Rebecca, of course. But it's redundant coverage, I don't really need it. Mr. Chu's full name is Pikachu, duh. I'm just gonna... No, well, you can, but you have to trade this Pikachu away and evolve it in another game, but then it'll never follow you again, so... Or you could just trade in another Raichu from another game, but... I didn't get the arm parts in X4, I didn't get that far. I'd probably go for the 4 storage charge shots, because all the videos, like, show that, like, the plasma shot that, like, sticks on enemies only really does, like, 1 shot against bosses and then just sounds annoying, so I'd rather have 4 charge shots. Cool, so let's sell off all these TMs, because I'd much rather have money than a bunch of TMs I'm never gonna use. Because, guess what? Psywave isn't very good. Nope, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Oh, I'm thinking of something else then. I'd still go for the 4 charge shots, because it would be better against bosses. In my humble theory, Mega Manin. Cool, so Party Knife can finally fly. Yeah, if you want to evolve your Pikachu, you're gonna have to trade it to someone else. But then you're also gonna be missing half the fun of Yellow version. Onyx is crap. Onyx is so bad. I tried using it in Silver once. Well, mostly 4 shots I like having around just to deal with bosses. I don't know, go with whatever you think is better off for you. Cool, so I realized it was a little shorter than people were thinking, but I think I might call it a stream here. He's back! Shit. I meant to just move in place. Because this is it, we had the entire character arc. We've learned that Mr. Chu is responsible for all of this. Or at least was one of the parts of it. We've defeated everyone else who was in the way. And we killed the person who's tortured more orphans than using Mr. Chu's technology and his mad older brother, Dr. Raimundo Chu. So, we've had this whole character arc, so... Next time, this is going to be the victory lap. We're going to dethrone the Kantonian government and end the Purges forever. We're going to break the Mew cult in 2. So, I guess I'll call it a stream then. It feels like it's been a little short, but, you know, how it goes sometimes. If people really want, I'll boot up an old school RuneScape stream and we'll, just play around in old school RuneScape for a couple minutes. Or like an hour or so. So, if you want that, let me know real quick. So, if you don't want to show... Rinko, come on, dude. Because I always appreciate it, but Jesus Christ, man. You gotta pay for that RuneScape membership that, I use. So, thank you all very much. Thank you, Rinko, for making the thumbnail, and for the $6 actual dollars. Bye, life. Rinko. So, next session of Pokemon Yellow is going to be the finale. That'll be totally it for Yellow, and we'll be done with First Gen. So, thank you so very much for joining me. And I guess I'll see you next Wednesday with more Yellow, and in about 15 minutes for some old school RuneScape. Thank you so very much for joining if you're only interested in Yellow, and have yourself a wonderful night. And as always, remember... Mr. Chu loves you.